Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Braun Strowman returns after nearly being killed. Clive from production forgot the Cruiserweight purple rope tape. And Kurt Angle finally unveiled what could ruin him. I'm Ollie Davis and this is the 17th of July 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. Dean Ambrose opened Raw introducing his brand new friend Steely Dan, which was a steel chair. Poor guy still hasn't got an over-potted plant Mitch. Ambrose's choice of inanimate object friends probably stems back to the time his Shield brother Seth Rollins betrayed him and broke his heart, which CrossFit Jesus is now finally trying to apologise for. The two had a great back and forth promo about feelings until the Mr. Raj beat them both down. The segment was so well delivered and the Shield still so much beloved, the crowd even chanted for Roman Reigns. He didn't help them though, because Roman's a bit of a dick sometimes. Kurt Angle later made it Dean and Seth versus all 3 members of the Mr. Raj in a handicap match for next week. After pinning Alexa Bliss on the previous Raw, Bayley beat her again in a non-title match, with Nia Jax and Sasha Banks clashing at ringside. Bayley and Banks will face off next week to decide Alexa's SummerSlam challenger. Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick continued their 205 Live feud, tagging with Mustafa Ali and Baby JBL respectively. Ali won with his brilliant fourth. What the hell? Are those ropes aren't purple! Who forgot the purple ring tape? Give me Clive from production! Enzo Amore cut a typically impassioned promo before Big Cass's match with Big Show, but it still ended with him getting beaten up. Finn Balor and Elias Samson were having a mighty fine match until the dastardly Drifter learned a new chord, smashing his guitar over Finn's head. And then who should appear but... Blah! The master of the Titantron promo, Bray Wyatt. There's your SummerSlam feud for Balor. Clive! Listen to me, Clive. You forgot the purple tape. How are people gonna know what they're watching? Massive LCD ring apron and Titantron graphics, my ass, Clive. You've ruined the Cruiserweight division. You've ruined the Cruise... Just like Titus O'Neil ruined Akira Tozawa's chances against Ariya Daivari, throwing in the towel to protect his investment. The storyline would be much better if an actual brutal beatdown was taking place though. O'Neill's "you just don't know when to quit" motivation rings a bit hollow when the match is only 3 minutes in. This planted seeds of dissension in Titus worldwide, a baffling move given that the faction is finally getting over. And then here it came, weirdly at the end of the 2nd hour instead of the night's main event. Kurt's big announcement. Also weirdly, considering WWE's in-ring promos usually go 20 minutes just to say the same thing over and over again, Kurt's revelation, which had all the material to make a dramatic, tense unfolding. Why is Corey Graves involved? Who is the actual blackmailer? What do the McMahons think about this? Where's Daniel Bryan, considering you're just about to pinch one of his SmackDown wrestlers? And who really is Byron Saxton? It was over and done in 5 minutes. I love brevity, but this felt undercooked, as did that actual reveal. Jason Jordan is Angle's illegitimate son, and from now on he's going to be a Raw superstar, because WWE hates tag teams staying together at the moment. It's not terrible, but it's not exactly a huge payoff from months of genuinely intriguing build either. I did perversely enjoy the soap opera theatrics though, and both Jordan and Angle sold the feels really well, with Kurt even busting out some proud dad tears. And at least WWE are elevating a new face, which they'll probably lose interest in once he fails to get over due to bad booking. The Revival beat the Hardys, with Jeff seemingly getting his shoulder up before the 3 count. The Revival are so good in working as a classic heel tag team and cutting off one side of the ring. Rather than Angle's big announcement, Raw's main event spot instead went to Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe, in a match that would decide the #1 contender for Brock Lesnar's Universal title at SummerSlam. They had a great heavyweight clash, with Michael Cole helpfully reminding us how this is the most physical contest he's seen of all time ever in the history of the company of the world that he's ever seen, after every other move. The finish was indecisive though, as Braun Strowman returned to lay out both men in a great brawl, presumably setting up the reported 4-way between these 3 and Lesnar at SummerSlam. So that was this week's Raw in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom in order: core, average, poor, and bore. I'll reveal my rating very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's WrestleTalk news. Kurt Angle's big announcement wasn't as career-shattering as the build teased, and the reveal itself was weirdly underplayed, but it does bring in a fresh face, and the follow-up does have a lot of potential. Add to that the triumphant return of Strowman and several really good matches, and this week's Raw is core. Is a big WWE star returning for SummerSlam? And is the Punjabi prison gimmick match actually any good? Click the videos to the left to find out, press subscribe, and support WrestleTalk on Patreon. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.